Yeah, 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 yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. We about to get into it.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I love that you look ready.
Because they wasn't ready on.
Hi.
Hey, how you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. What's today? What's today? Thursday? I think today Thursday. Let's do a $15 live stream goal. Super chats and super stickers do not count towards the 2-hour live stream goal. If we meet the $15 goal via Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs, which is all at the top of the chat, I will stay on 2 hours. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. Without further ado, let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I love that you look ready.
Because they wasn't ready on Instagram, and I was like, I'm gonna be ready when she link in. Now I am
What?
dressed for bed. Um,
This is a bed.
without
It's
the
like a
hair.
night. That's a
It,
bed outfit.
it's a nightgown. It's a nightgown.
Really? Look, I thought it was like a dress. It looks nice.
Okay, dress turn nightgown, Kendra.
Oh, no. Well, all I'm saying is you look nice, like you go outside the house.
Oh, okay. Thank
Usually when
you.
they coming from bed, child, they got a bonnet on, a t-shirt. Okay, the bonnet not on.
How would you? Okay, let's talk already. She got irritated that Kendra said she looked nice, so she's combative. Even when you're trying to give her a compliment, she's combative. So that tells us a lot about her right there. She got an attitude because Kendra was saying she's dressed nice. Now let's go back. This is not a fucking nightgown. This is a dress. Somebody in the comments said she was trying to fish for compliments by claiming it was just like a nightie or something, and then people could say, "Oh, you look good. Even in a nightie, you look good." That's not a nightie, and that's why she got defensive because she know she's being manipulative and being on bullshit. That's why she got defensive about it. But if she got defensive with Kendra basically giving her a compliment, can you imagine how defensive and combative she get when a man try to correct her about something or have a disagreement with her about something? Yikes. The other thing I was gonna say is they have no awareness of what men are into. Because why would you show that? Oh, I was about to put my bonnet on. That's not presenting with your best foot forward. Men don't want to see your bonnet that you were about to put on, but they're clueless, and that's why they're on the show at this age. What up, Grateful? Good to see you. Let me pull up the stream on my TV, and we're gonna get right back into it.
Oh, no. Well, all I'm saying is you look nice, like you go outside the house.
Oh, okay. Thank
Usually
you.
when they coming from bed, child, they got a bonnet on, a t-shirt. Okay, the bonnet's not on. Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. It'd be a lot going on when they about to go to bed. All right, so your name is Brittany, or let me call you
They call me Brittany.
Brittany. Where you calling me from?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. How old are you?
36.
36. What you do for a living?
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling.
true. This is not, doesn't even make sense.
Ma'am, you're not 36. Why lie? Why get off on that horrible start? Why get off on such a horrible foot with men by lying about your age? It's fucking pathetic when women lie about their age. Grow up. You're clearly in your 40s. Like, it's not even close. I mean, I don't know if I would say 46, but I could go for 46. She looks about 42 to 46. 36 is absolutely ridiculous and absurd to think that, like, people would believe that.
Right.
You know, let me try to find my remote. Just bear with me. That's the ghetto stream for you. All right. Found my remote. Got the stream on my TV. But Mr. Cut, let's get back into it. This is gonna be a long, rough one, y'all. A long, rough one.
North Carolina. How old are you?
36.
36. What you do for a living?
I'm a real estate developer.
Real estate developer. You have any kids?
No, ma'am.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
Um, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, when's your birthday?
May 3rd.
Okay, I'm May 7th.
Okay.
Like nobody gives a fuck. It's not to hurt your feelings at all. It's definitely not. Again, I think it's impressive. I'm not getting ready to go throw a party for this hoe. I don't care.
May gang.
Yes.
You ever been married?
No, ma'am.
All right. You ever been married?
No, ma'am.
All right. All right, Brittany, let's do it. We got Brittany, North Carolina, 36 tourist, real estate developer, no kids, never married.
We could just talk about that so far. What up, Khalil? Everybody hit the like button. We got a $15 live stream goal for me to stay on 2 hours. Nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs all at the top of the chat. Super chat and super sticker does not go towards the live stream goal tonight. So either Cash App, PayPal, or Streamlabs. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. King or queen of the stream. Now let's talk. Look, I refuse to acknowledge that this woman is 36 years old. We gonna call it 45. All right. I'm sorry. I usually don't do that, but I gotta do it this time. I just got to. So we have a 45-year-old woman, never married, no kids. What does that tell you about this woman? Look, I'll tell you what it tells you, or what it should tell you.
Something is wrong here.
I mean, something is really wrong here. She's no supermodel, but she's no Shrek either. I mean, she got the Medusa hairstyle. I can't stand that hairstyle. Anyway, chances are the most likely reason why she's in this position is she's just been getting run through by low-lives or guys way out of her league, or been getting run through by low-lives because that's all that approaches her or is willing to have anything to do with her. That's pretty much the only way a woman can end up in this position. I'm not gonna say it's the only way, but those are the top 2 ways for sure. But let's see what else we got here, Brit.
Carolina, 36 tourist, real estate developer, no kids, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
That's hard to define. But I will say I'm looking for a partner, a sexy partner. He got to be handsome.
Women will continue to only hook up with the top 10% of men because there is literally no reason for them to mess with anybody else.
The most handsome man I had ever seen in my life, and I decided that he needed to be mine.
So he drops her off and tells her it's not him, it's her.
I can feel him running through my veins. He's still in me.
He was gorgeous. He was 6'3".
Oh,
He's
gosh.
been an engineer at Apple for 11 years and 39. He was way out of my league, and he did not ask for my number at the end of it.
Will I ever stop crying over emotionally unavailable men? No. But will I at least stop trying to date them? Also, no.
How come every time you have sex with someone they leave?
I want a fine man. I don't want to say you want the one that everyone wants, but you want a man who's going to turn heads and that can accept that attention and not be,
You tell someone you're single and you look good, I'm riding around and I got a drop top for the summer, a truck for the winter, the work truck out front, and folks is looking at the outside like, why is she single? Why does she got? There's nothing wrong with being single. I'm single, sexy, happy, living and enjoying life. And when the right one comes along, by the grace of God, I'll know it and we'll move ahead from there.
Okay.
I mean, let's talk about it. Let's really talk about this, people. Hold on, I gotta send this text. Look at this woman. Does she look like she would go with a fine man? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but ma'am, you're a 3 to 5 at best. You and a fine man wouldn't look right. Everybody would be wondering, like, is this his mother, or like, is he just down bad? He must not have a job. Everybody would be trying to figure out the equation. You're not fine, ma'am. I'm not saying that to be mean, but you need a reality check. I would actually put you in the below average category. You still have plenty of opportunities to get a man, but still, I would say you're below average. So we already starting off with the delusion off top. It's funny, man, the percentage of black women who think they deserve a fine man. Women in general, but especially black women. They prioritize a motherfucker being fine and having good D above all else. What would y'all rank her? Can I get some rankings in the chat?
I'm looking for a partner, a sexy partner. He got to be handsome because I'm sexy. Just this is natural. So just imagine me dressing it up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Talk your talk, Brittany.
listen, I'm not holding back no more, Kendra. I've been holding back, like looking at the Instagram live today, and the way he was talking, I was like, sir, we've been saving niggas for a long time. Okay, let me not say.
Did you know that 25% of women in the United States are getting treated for a mental illness? That means 75% of them are running around untreated.
I told you that bitch crazy.
Okay, because I'm the type of woman, I have money. I got my own money. I get my own bag. I don't got to deal with nobody's shit. So if you're treating me how I don't want to be treated, if you doing shit you ain't got no business doing in a relationship, we're done. And I don't got to stick around. A lot of women settle. I don't. I know my worth. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't want you to know your worth and what you deserve. I do.
Look, man, do y'all think I'm ever gonna stop making memes? Because that was just a meme. He gotta be sexy. Because I look good. And it's just me dressed down. Let's hear that one more time before I talk about it. No, matter of fact, I need to address. She said that we've been saving niggas, but let's just hear it one more time. You know, I break shit down to the gristle. Surgical with this shit, Jake.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay. How you want it, dog?
Listen, I'm not holding back no more, Kendra. I've been holding back, like looking at the Instagram live today, and the way he was talking, I was like, sir, we've been saving niggas for a long time. Okay, let me not say
He's
niggas.
talking about AG. Okay, what
Yes, I was like, we've been saving men for a long time. I've been saving a lot of men, and I'm done.
SWAT video catches a murder suspect on camera after he jumps out of a second-story window and makes a break from law enforcement.
He been saving niggas for a long time. First, she started out with we've been saving niggas a long time. But just in case there was any speculation, if she was talking about herself, she confirmed. What is that saying about better to have people wonder if you're an idiot than open your mouth and confirm it? Ma'am, if you've been happen, ma'am, if you have been, ma'am, if you have been stuck in a position where you have to keep saving men, that means that's the only quality of man you qualify for. That's not a flex. That's not something you should say out loud. I've been saving niggas for a long time because you an ain't shit low value woman. That's why you've been in that position of saving men for a long time. Men on your level or better don't want you. But she's not smart enough to put it together. Or her ego can't handle her putting it together. See what our friends are looking like on Rumble. What we looking like on Rumble, y'all. Everybody hit the like button. Okay, not really nobody on Rumble. All right, let's get back into it. It's gonna be a long night. Let's get the donations up.
I was like, we've been saving men for a long time. I've been saving a lot of men, and I'm done. Okay, so he has to be a partner, and I'm not saying. I actually had this this conversation with a brother here recently that is pursuing, and he was pretty much saying, well, it is about money with you. I said, no, it's not. I said, because I do have my own. You're gonna have to have your own too, but then I'm also looking for more.
They're always looking for more and more and more and more. Okay, she said that with some arrogance. I'm talking to this brother. He's pursuing. You're not a 19-year-old anymore. She still thinks she got all these options and she's still sitting on her. She still thinks she got all these options and she's still sitting on her throne, like pursue me, impress me. No, you're a 45-year-old woman. Any man, I could tell you that that was a low value man you were talking about just for the fact that he's fucking with you and putting effort into you and calling you and talking to a woman like you who even present as masculine as you present. It has to be a low value man with little to no options. That's the only man who going to even hold a conversation with you. So I don't need to know any of his details. No man with common sense and any self-respect is going to pursue you or even talk to you in a situation where he doesn't absolutely have to. Like you the cashier at the DMV or something. And yes, we know it's about money with you. We know. Because you have a certain type of job or whatever. She probably makes six figures. Maybe she makes six figures. But it's like, let's just continue.
I said, because I do have my own. You're gonna have to have your own too, but then I'm also looking for more. So not that you just coming to the table with your own where's the ambition? Because I'm a very ambitious young lady. And so you gotta have that too. Like you really gotta compare to me.
And that's where they got it all fucked up. That's where they got it all fucked up. No masculine man with nuts is coming into a relationship like, okay, how do I measure up to her? That's the wrong way to even be looking at it from the jump as a woman. Can you measure up to me? That's what I need to see. If you can measure up to me, you're fucked. Your brain is fucked up as a woman. You're masculine as hell. We can all see that. She's done. She's cooked. Does that look like a 36-year-old neck? I'm not roasting, but like, voila. Voila. This woman is aggressive as hell. Who would want to be around her, period? Forget dating, forget romance. Who would want to sit in a room with her, period? They got to get this power couple shit out of their head. They really do. Man, if you were the type of, see, this is what they don't get either. If you're a 40-plus-year-old woman who's making a certain type of money, but the men in that world that you work in aren't hitting on you and trying to take you serious, then that's not your lane, despite the fact that you're in that lane career-wise. That's not your lane romantically. If you're not getting results in those circles. And here's another thing. You just aged out of dating. Successful men aren't looking to start building a life with a 40-plus-year-old woman. They're just not. If they're not already married, they play us for life, and that's no bullshitting. Successful 40-plus men who are single for a reason. It's not because they lack options. A sexy, successful man doesn't lack options. So the reason he's not married is because he doesn't want to be married and he want to be a player for life. The only person who would be with you would be somebody who can benefit substantially from being with you. It's not your award-winning personality. We know that for sure. It's not your it's not your award-winning femininity and attitude. We know it's not that. I'll say this. I'll say this. It's almost like after 35, and that's me being generous. After 35, a woman got to bring more value than the man. That whole thing about you sitting back and a man bringing more value than you, that's over with after 35. It's time for you to put in a little bit more than the man is putting in after 35. Well, I'd rather stay single. Well, stay single then.
That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that, since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have stud nuts and my stud nuts are here. If you do not touch these stud nuts, you have no chance with my pussy. And then they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it. I don't even want to fuck you anymore.
Ambitious young lady. And so you got to have that too. Like, you really got to compare to me. So that's why I say I'm looking for a partner, because the idea is that you're going to match what I'm bringing to the table or greater.
You can do that little snarky shit with your facial expressions and all that. You're not getting nothing greater. You don't qualify for nothing equal. You're getting lesser. And that's why you got to keep saving niggas, because that's what you qualify. Because that's what you qualify for. Niggas you got to save. And you notice she keeps saying partner, aka ain't no leadership gonna be going on over here. You can keep that shit at your house. I don't need lead. I'm my own woman. Never. Be very weary of a woman who could be very weary of a woman who keeps saying partner, 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 partner. She's not gonna allow you to be a man and lead. She ain't taking no orders, she ain't taking no directions, and she ain't giving you no femininity or submission. She letting you know that clear as day.
Because the idea is that you're going to match what I'm bringing to the table or greater.
Okay. So nobody, do you want to, usually I go down, there's a lot more questions before I get to this question, but I think we could get here now. Does the man got to make a certain amount of money?
That's a yes or no question, Kendra, or that's a yes or no question?
It's a third grader can answer the question.
Are you retarded?
Look at you. You all drunk and shit.
I think she drunk. She's like, I don't know if she's drunk, if she's slow. I don't know what's going on. This is a really bad angle. She looks 57 from this angle. Talking about I deserve a high value man. Let's just get back into it.
A third grader can answer the question.
No.
Okay. No.
We don't believe you. We don't believe you, man. Everything you just said leading up to this solidified that he has to make a certain amount of money. Whatever.
No.
Okay. No. All right. What are some deal breakers?
Because I don't have children, he cannot have. Okay. Let me say this. Because there are men my age that got grandkids. Okay. So yes, you can have grandkids. Yes, you can have kids, but having grandkids.
Can you imagine waking up seeing all these stupid ass faces, or coming home from work and seeing her do these animated faces? You would be so annoyed you would want to go back to work, even if you hate your job. I couldn't stand these faces and talking with her hands. I just couldn't take it. Ma'am, you're pushing 50. So yes, the men you're dating has grandkids. So yes, the men you're dating have grandkids. You're not 36. I mean, for the people that believe she's 36, that might sound shocking. But even if she was 36, she would be dating men from 36 to 50, so it would make sense that they would have grandkids. In her mind, she's still 19. Really believe that.
So yes, you can have grandkids. I mean, yes, you can have kids, but having grandkids is a no. Okay. Um, Deal breakers over 60 is a deal breaker. Un, Under 25, under 30. No, yeah, under 30 is a deal breaker. Over 60 is a deal breaker. I don't really have a lot of them. You would have to prompt me for the deal breakers. I don't really.
No, this is your. I don't know your deal breakers. This is my first
You're
time.
right.
These are the things that you have to answer for yourself. I mean, that's enough. If you want me, I could go on to the next question.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay, you mentioned it kind of already, but here's the direct question: should he look a certain way?
Yes. Fit, healthy. Fit and healthy is important.
Okay. Fit and healthy, and you said handsome earlier.
He needs to be handsome. And Mama say handsome to me, so that could be. I mean, you might you might got a nice smile and your hairline start back here. I hope not, but I ain't mad about that. You know what I'm saying? He might he might have a nice smile and a pushback hairline, and I might be attracted to that. So sexy to me.
Okay. We have a paid question. Something happened where I used to be able to put paid questions on. Something changed about YouTube. I don't know how to do it anymore. But somebody's telling me to ask you, what is your real age?
I'm 36.
Ripples.
Look at those faces. Those faces tell you she's lying. Look at those faces. Those faces aren't necessary if you're 36. At least say you 42 when you 47 or something. Like at least be in the right decade. Like if she 46, at least say you 41. Give us something to work with. Ah, I just seen something hilarious on the internet. It says Eminem reacts to being called the guy from Fortnite by some young fans. That's hilarious. Where did I leave off on? Let's look at that face again when they called her out on her age. All those faces wouldn't have been necessary.
Somebody's telling me to ask you, what is your real age?
I'm 36.
Ripples and waves. She's 36. Okay, 36. All right. We already got to the money question. You said it doesn't matter how much money he makes.
No.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. Get up.
That's a pretty nightgown. Okay.
All right.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
That sounded loud as hell. It's another one that I just played that was loud as hell too. Let's see if we can get that fixed. Was it the? Oh, it was the Ricky. Ricky was loud as hell. What else? I think I need to turn Ricky way down. And then what was that? Thoughts, future. Oh, let's try that one more time, y'all.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
That's better. Oh boy. So let's talk. Let's get the donations up if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours. I'm looking for a $15 live stream goal. Nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. um, she ain't blowed out. She's not blowed out. So yeah, she been getting plowed nice and good this past 20 years. Nice and good. Wait till y'all hear how long it's been since she's been in a relationship. She's not bad, like far as her body. Her brain and character is dog shit, but halfway decent body.
That's a pretty nightgown. Okay. All right, see you, girl. You look like you're in great shape.
Yes, ma'am. I work out.
Okay. When
Pretty
was your last
consistent.
relationship?
Maybe 8 years.
See, there's always gonna be some real sad parts in life that's hard to accept. That wishing something was different won't make it so. They're learning the difference between things they can change and things they can't. That's one of life's toughest lessons. Take it from someone who's been there. Take it from me, Mr. T.
Most people just don't want to deal with them because on average, they just are not good, genuine people to be around. They're good to look at. They're good to work in brothels. They're good to, try to take over a bar. They're good when they're handing you food as like if you're a waitress or they're on a call center call or something like that. But anything other than that, we really don't want 85% of y'all around. Just leave. It's sad to say, but it's the reality on it.
Especially as a woman, by the time you have made it to the Kendra call-in show, that should be the immediate red flag that you are at rock bottom. All right, you are officially at rock bottom.
The older woman just, they'll say either she hit the wall or they'll say things like she just set in her ways. They'll say things like, she's too aggressive, she's too assertive, things like that. Try to act like this woman in her 40s and 50s is no good, basically. Like she's inferior because she's set in her ways. She doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to let a man lead.
Yes.
They don't want a woman their age because they know darn well a woman their age is not going to tolerate nor endure their nonsense.
Oh, yeah, right. God.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. This woman is 45 years old and hasn't had a relationship in almost a decade. And we all know why. We don't have to speculate. We seen it. Masculine, entitled, just unlikable. She just been getting fucked and ducked. Well, really since 16, but consistently for 8 years. Just in case you were thinking about it.
So fucking cry, bitch. I don't give a fuck. It's funny, if anything.
Come on, man. Let me just play this.
Where is she getting this idea that she'd even make a good partner?
We have the ability to be somewhat what you call difficult. It's not difficult. We just have a baseline standard. And if you can't meet that standard, that's okay. A lot of men cannot.
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even lower my standards. You are the low.
Let's just continue.
Maybe 8 years.
Really? 8 years ago in your 20s? So you haven't been in a relationship in your 30s?
No, ma'am.
Why do you think that is?
I started facing my standards after I was in the military. And so after I got out of the military, I think I started kind of saying what I wanted my standards to be and abiding by my standards.
I've slept with over 200 men.
200 men?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Right. So she was in the military. You know what they say about women in the military. So I wouldn't be surprised if she actually has had sex with over 200 men. So she said, I start basically having standards after the military. Well, it's too late now, man. See, here's the thing. Women can set whatever standard they want, but if you don't qualify for it, you're not going to get it. So you can stand sternly on your unrealistic standards, but you're not going to get the results. And that's what this is all about. Results. You setting some unrealistic standards. Let me tell you what it's about. They set these unrealistic standards so when they don't ever get somebody, they can say, well, nobody ever rose to the occasion. Nobody was ever good enough for me. That's why I'm not with anybody. So they could spin that narrative.
Kind of saying what I wanted my standards to be and abiding by my standards.
And what were the standards?
How do you lack so much self-awareness that you don't see how stupid all of this is?
Shit. Got your ass.
The standards.
So I'll say like when it comes like when you're dating, people automatically are sexually attracted to each other. So that's a thing. And I'll say at a young age, I may not have cared and was like, oh, okay, I'm coming to your house. Or you come to my house.
I told you so.
Why does that not surprise me?
Hi, how are you?
It's better if we find somewhere private, baby.
To each other. So that's a thing. And I'll say at a young age, I may not have cared and was like, oh, okay, I'm coming to your house or you come to my house. That's not happening no more. Because a lot of the time, they don't really, when I say they don't have a house to go to, it's likely because they live with a woman or they got kids and they got the kids for the weekend or whatever the case may be. So you're not coming to my house anymore. That's like one of the main standards.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
I've been dating since I'm 16. Where is he?
No, ma'am. No. No, no, no. This is what older women try to do too. When they're single at 40, 45, 50. They talk about the last 5 years of dating. No, ma'am. What have you been doing since 15 with boys and males? Other than taking loads. Don't just like see that's the thing. I don't want to hear an older woman talk about the last couple of years of dating. What's been going terribly wrong since you were 16, 18, 19, 20? That is a huge red flag when a woman hasn't gotten past the getting pumped and dumped stage of awareness at these advanced ages. Because they want to continue to get pumped and dumped. Well, let me take that back. Let's really break this down. If a chick lost her virginity at 15 and from 15 to 20 was getting pumped and dumped by top 10 percenters, even the dumbest woman picks up what's going on by that point. 5 years of getting pumped and dumped by Chad and Tyrone, she know the game now. So, how is it that 40 plus they're still going through the same thing? It's because they rather continue to get pumped and dumped by tall, handsome, charismatic men than build a life with an average man. It's not that she don't know what's going on. It's been happening consistently for over 20 years. She know the game. She know all the tactics that they use. She's not attracted to the men. She's she's never been attracted to the guys who would make a wife out of her, who would take her serious, who would get in a relationship with her and not cheat. So she would rather continue this cycle.
Be so you're not coming to my house anymore. That's like one of the main standards. Not initially. Um,
I mean, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. The more damage they get, the more they sabotage the relationship with the next person they talk to. Because they come up with all these rules and standards that's just gonna ruin anything that they could have possibly had with a guy. Oh, you can't come over my house. I got this rule because this happened to me in 96. I got that rule because this happened to me in 2014. And it just pushes men away. So she will remain single. No man is trying to come in and tear down all these walls that they didn't help build. Decent men deserve better. Good night, Lauren. And let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Her saying I'm not going over a guy house, or no, let me take that back. Her saying that, oh, a guy can't come over my house initially, don't mean she's not going over there. Doesn't mean she's not going over their house or she's not getting smashed in the back of dumpsters or, in the back of cars.
be so you're not coming to my house anymore. That's like one of the main standards. Not initially. I'm an adventurous person, so you're not just taking me out to eat. We're not just going out to eat, and
Don't dictate what we doing. You're not running nothing. Ma'am, you 45 years old and extremely damaged and not a good dating option. You need to be thanking your lucky stars if anybody is trying to take you out to eat. You're not in a position to say you got to do more than just take me out to eat. No, you're the bottom of the barrel. I'm surprised anybody is taking you out to eat. Once again, we know they're low value men if they're taking her out to eat. She still feel like men have to impress her. They never get off that high horse. Anytime a woman has to state standards on the internet, she don't qualify for those standards. Women who qualify for certain standards don't gotta ask for it on the internet because they too busy living it in real life and getting those standards met in real life.
you're not just taking me out to eat. We're not just going out to eat, and a lot of the time they don't know how to converse. They don't know how to have a conversation.
They don't want to have a conversation with you. Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that you're not interesting and you don't inspire people to want to have a conversation with you?
Of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
People know how to talk to people they want to talk to. People know how to talk to people they want to talk to. Get it through your thick, feminist, masculine skull.
They don't know how to have a conversation. I like to be outside. I want to go to the park. I, want to read a book or two, something.
You just saying anything now, ho.
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Okay, this woman, she got to be drunk. This woman got to be drunk. When talking about her standards for what she want to do with a man and not just go out to eat, she said, I want to read a book or two. She just saying anything now. Like she must be high or something.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna play something else till I get back.
So it's true. Where are the good men at? Where are y'all finding them? Because
Where are the good men at? Where are y'all finding them?
Where are the good men at? A good man epidemic. Where are all the men? No matter how far they look, they still can't find the men.
there's a good men epidemic right now, and
Hey.
we need to talk about it. Me, along with all of my friends, are all single. We have so many hobbies. We go to run clubs, the gym, social events. Like, we're out there. We're working, right?
Okay.
But every single time I meet a man who has anything interesting to say, he's always in a freaking relationship.
Taken. All of these good, decent men are Liam Neeson taken. They're gone off the market.
Where are the good men at?
But then again, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they be? Lovely woman, her and her girly pop friends, all single, all looking for good, decent men. They know good, decent men exist. You know, thankfully she's not like a bitter feminist. There's no good men. No, she actually understands good men are out there. Yeah. However, all she sees are taken good men, gone good men, off the market good men, not available to her and her girly pop. Good men, yeah?
Good men.
Epidemic.
So this is why from her perspective it is an epidemic, and it is. Of course it is. All the good men aren't taken. A lot of them are. I'd say a majority of them are. Majority of good men are taken because a lot of women, they're not dumb. If we're being honest, they're not dumb unlike some. I'm not saying women are dumb, I'm just saying some women are very clever. See a man of value and worth and snap him up. Indeed. But there are a decent amount of good men who are single because they were once good men and they got burnt out. They got burnt out. Their goodness evaporated. Some would say given to the wrong woman. Their goodness and greatness as decent men given to the wrong woman.
Bruh.
Yeah, sure, of course. But yeah, of course, there is and will be a shortage of good men. One thing about being a good man, you know your worth. Especially if you care about yourself as a good man, you know your worth and value. There's always better and peace out there.
It's true. Where are the good men at? Where are y'all finding them? Because I can't find any good men.
Epidemic.
If a person proposes to you and you don't give a yes, don't be surprised if they break up with you in that moment. That's what happened to one of my friends, right? Like, imagine living in an apartment with this man. You've known him for years. You guys are dating. You're proud to call him your boyfriend. And the moment he gives you a ring, you're just like, no, I can't. I don't want to settle. So then his response is, cool, then you need to get out of my apartment. Yeah, my friend was gagged. She was like, what?
Yeah, like why shocked? Why is she surprised that he's kicking her out? Like, I'm going to have you here for a woman, you're useless to me.
I don't want it anymore.
Not like that. Not like she's a useless human being as a woman. No, but it's like, we're together. I wanted to marry you, spend my life with you. Yeah? She turned him down. And what did she think, that he was going to still want her around? No.
I don't want to settle.
Like, it's still rejection. You know, even though they were a couple and still together, he wanted to take it to another step. Marriage.
This is drugs.
And silly him. Poor dude. Silly him. He thought he found a wife, didn't he? No. But what did she expect? Did she think that he was so in love that he'd stay around and hang around with her after she turned him down? No.
Never.
Get out of my damn place, woman.
No, we can still be boyfriend, girlfriend. He goes, no, I want marriage. If you can't give that to me, I'm trying to build a lineage. And she's like, no, I can't. Cool. That's what I thought. Like, hey, if you don't want to do it, then the door's right there, honey. There's plenty of guys that don't want kids, right? But the saddest part is how, like, she started begging and pleading with him, saying, please take me back.
Good, yes.
Take me back.
It's not funny, but I mean, hey, a woman begging and pleading to take her back. Oh, don't leave me. I'm not saying it's good, but hey, it's fun, isn't it, for some men, isn't it? He's like, no, I'm good.
Suck it.
And you do have to wonder how many women take this for granted. Take for granted a man just being around her, liking her, wanting her, having feelings for her, even loving her. And they think, oh, he's not going to go anywhere. Maybe that's why a lot of women friend zone men as well and think that, these men aren't going to go anywhere until they do. Until those good men get snapped up by intelligent women. Yeah, but it's a sad reality of being a good man, and a lot of good men have learned. Women take your goodness for granted, don't they? Yeah, they take you being a good, decent man for granted until it's too late, until she's too old, basically.
Shut up about him either. Like, every conversation was about him for years. And I was like, girl, he's not gonna accept you back. He's already married to somebody else. Like, he's done. You're like, ugh.
Good. What, he found someone and she's still single? Oh, the irony.
Take me back.
Okay, I don't think enough men understand when we say, like, we love it when you open up to us. We love it when you're vulnerable. It's literally because society shapes men as, like, you can't cry, you have to be strong, you have to be this. So when we see a different side of you where you're so vulnerable with us, that's when we're like, oh my God, I'm like that special person for him and to him. And I feel like sometimes men are so caught up in the fact, so they're like, I have to act a certain way, like I can't show my emotions. And I feel like that's when you show a different side and we're like, oh my God. Like, I'll give you a similar example. Like,
a random point. Do you think women sort of get turned on when they see you let your guard down for them? Sounds random, doesn't it? Like, it sounds random. Do you think they actually get a little thrill or kick out of watching you let your guard down? This defense you've had up for a long time because you've probably experienced it before. Opening up to a woman and her just using it against you. It's like, what? This is what you wanted, didn't you? Okay, I guess not, So it does make you wonder as a man, like, why do they keep saying this? When a lot of men have experienced when they do open up, it's like, nah, it's like, what you talking about? And then she ends up using your opening up in an argument later on.
Propaganda tool.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, you wonder if they have some weird kink, some weird, like, fetish with getting a man to open up. Because, oh, you're a man, aren't you? You're supposed to be masculine, strong and tough. And then she's going to have you turn into a little field rabbit. Roll over, show her the softness of your belly. Interesting. And then she'll plunge her talons in like a common modern barn owl of a woman.
You can trust me, friend.
Oh, really? I'm just saying.
Think of a girl who's like always so shy. She's super quiet, like she'll never talk. But you go to a party and she's like super lit and she's super cool. Like when you see a different side of a person that's outside of their like stereotype, that's when you think like, oh my god, wait, that's like a huge like a point for you to be like, oh my god, okay, clearly can't talk today. But I think that's also what we appreciate the most, because that lets us to be there for you emotionally, and obviously females are a little more in touch with their emotions.
Okay, that's lovely. Yeah. But for people so in touch with their emotions, why do so many men collectively have PTSD about opening up to women? Like, nah, bro, don't do it. Danger. She'll ruin you if you do. Why do so many men have that same collective experience? I wonder why.
So when you guys like open up about your emotion, we're more, you know, like, wow, okay, I'll be there for you.
Bullshit.
I've always told myself, if me and a man are in a social setting and I feel like he's making eyes at me and I'm making eyes at him and there seems to be like a mutual interest there, and for whatever reason he doesn't come up to me, it's because he's taken, not interested, or gay. One of those three. Let me tell y'all what happened when I went against my instinct and pursued the guy. So one time I was at the mall with my friend and we were at the store. It was like Macy's or Nordstrom, I don't know. We were shoe shopping and the guy that was helping us was so fine. He was like making conversation with us and like asking us where we went to college and stuff like that. We got to know him a little bit and I don't know, I just felt like, you know, maybe there's something there. So he rung me up separate from my friend. So like we had that point alone at the counter after getting to know each other, and I was like, okay, this is it. Like, I hope he asks me out.
Now here we have a woman trying to get a guy's number, yeah? Hoping he asks her out. And detailing why as a woman she would never shoot her shot. You know, I love these videos. I love these videos of women shooting their shot at men and learning the reality. It's a reality that all men experience, and it's like, I mean, what you're going through is nothing, there's nothing even unique about what you're going through, woman.
No one cares.
It's like, okay. But it's because she's a woman going through it and so many women are going through it now. It's interesting to see, isn't it?
Where are the good men?
Because where are all the men? Men aren't approaching women anymore like they used to. No, of course not. Why would they? You know, the reality has taught them why they should or should not. So we're seeing more and more women having to do it, having to learn on the fly these skills. Yeah, cold approach. Yeah, go on. And what happened?
I hope he asks me out.
Yeah, what happened?
He never did. And I left with my friend and I was like, ugh, he never asked me for my number. I'm sick. And she was like getting in my head. She was like, oh, like maybe it's because he's working. Maybe it's because he's shy. Maybe this, maybe that. And at first I was like, girl, whatever. But then I was like, you never know. So I wrote my number down on the receipt and went back there and gave him my number. Hey. And he looks at it and he's like, oh, I'm married.
Damn, no way in your face. I mean, not really. I mean, she shot her shot, she was brave, cold approached. She didn't know if he was married. But, okay, I mean, he's probably not even married, he's probably just not interested in her, to be honest. But, I mean, it happens. It's part of the game, isn't it?
I was like, okay. I was like, went back to my friend and I told her, I was like, see, bitch, like I told you, like there's a reason he didn't ask me for my number. And she was like, it's okay, at least you put yourself out there, da da da. I was like, girl, please, I ain't trying to hear all that right now. But yeah, this is why I always listen to my instincts and I don't let anyone tell me differently. If he saw you and he is not coming up to you, there is a reason for that. There is a reason. Maybe he's interested and he's not ready to go up to you right now. That is not your chance to...
You know, even in approach, women don't even want to take accountability, do they? You know, because she failed in this attempt, and you notice it, don't you? Every single one of these women that shoot their shot once and they fail in the attempt, they just give up. It's not really, come on, it's not really of the nature of the strong, modern, independent woman to just give up, is it? You didn't give up on your career, your education, did you? But you give up on talking to men, really.
This is trash AF.
Really? Oh, it's hilarious.
People, 22 people watching. That's what's up.
You know, want to read a book or two, something.
Okay, fair enough. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
For my birthday.
Birthday sex is very popular on my show.
Okay.
Kendra, you should ask her, was this man all these incredible things that she's talking about? We already know the answer is no. Why can't you be in a relationship with that man? She need to ask that no matter what. If they had sex within the last year, she should ask that. I think she has a rule where she asks it if it been within a month. Fuck all that.
Birthday sex is very popular on my show.
Okay.
3 flaws you have to work on. Let's see, so you'll be after Britt. Okay.
Confidence.
I think you have a lot of confidence. You think you don't have confidence? Well, you presented yourself very confident.
I know. I'm working.
Called false bravado, Kendra. You should know a lot about it. It's false bravado. She's not actually confident. All this aggression and over the topness is just covering up that she's a scared little vulnerable girl in the world by herself, having to fight the world by herself and take care of herself and be a strong black independent woman.
You presented yourself very confident.
I know. I'm working on it. So I'll say I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'll say flaws. Cutting people off in conversation. Like I do that a lot. I've noticed recently.
What kind of shit is that?
Well, that's not a characteristic of a good person, is it? I mean, what kind of shit is that? I always cut people off when they talking. Yeah, because you're a piece of shit. We've already concluded that based on what we've seen so far.
Off in conversation. Like I do that a lot. I've noticed recently. And I guess when I'm saying I'm gonna go back on the confidence in reference to make decision making. Like I don't, you can't ask me, well, what do you want to eat tonight? I'm gonna find anything on a menu because I am vegetarian, so I'm gonna find a Caesar salad, some potatoes. So don't ask me questions that I prefer the man to take the lead on. I would prefer to be led. Because I am vegetarian, so I'm gonna find a Caesar salad, some potatoes. So don't ask me questions that I prefer the man to take the lead on. I would prefer to be led.
You too old to be talking like this. You too damn old to be talking like this. You 45 years old. Somebody should be able to ask you a question without you getting offended or being like, well, you supposed to lead that thing. I'm just supposed to sit here and be a piece of shit and let you do everything. You a 40-year-old woman talking about a man can't ask me what I want to eat. Lead me on what I want to eat. Shut your dumb ass up. This is that slow shit I be talking about. Like, grow the fuck up. When are women expected to be adults inside of a relationship?
And I would prefer to be led. And so with that, I think decision making being one, but also just recently in the same conversation, a young man said that I need to learn how to allow a man to be a man. And I think a lot of women deal with that. But it's really tough to let you be a man when you ain't really showing man qualities. You know what I'm saying? So
Isn't it a coinky dink that you keep ending up with men who don't show man qualities? Because men who have man qualities don't fuck with bitches like you under any circumstances or even talk to women like you.
What you mean
man when you ain't really showing man qualities. You know what I'm saying? So show me, show me a reason. But yes, I do want to be led. So I think positioning myself to be led is something that I need to work on.
So how do you want to be led, and at the same time, I won't let a man lead? I need to figure out I need to figure out how to let a man lead, but I want to be led. How about you figure out that first? Wouldn't you think? You're not gonna attract a man who leads when you come off masculine and come off like you don't. When you come off masculine and come off like you won't let a man lead, it's just goofy, and that's why she's been single for 8 years. But she got dick 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Show me a reason. But yes, I do want to be led. So I think positioning myself to be led is something that I need to work on.
What are some of the qualities that they don't show that indicates they want to be a man?
I mean, taking the lead. I know I can be bossy, but then that means you're gonna have to be bossier. I don't even want to say that, but
Exactly. I'm masculine, so you got to be super duper 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 masculine to out masculine my masculine. I'm alpha, so you got to be alpha 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 to out alpha my alpha. The fuck out of here.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Why do these women think alpha men want masculine women? What time period was it a bunch of alphas with a bunch of masculine women? Alpha men are repulsed by masculine women. Alpha men are just disgusted by women like this. Alpha women don't attract alpha men. They attract feminine, submissive men. Never mind.
but then that means you're gonna have to be bossier. I don't even want to say that, but if I'm a business owner, so I have to be in control of certain things, and I have to carry that in my regular lifestyle on a regular basis. So it would be nice to have you in front of everything, taking care of my feminine side. Like what is it that I want to have more of? I mean, I guess in the relationship, intellectual type decisions help that to grow. Cuz I can be a little bit, masculine, I feel like.
What? What are you talking about?
Always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Cuz I can be a little bit, masculine, I feel like.
Okay, got you. All right, so we got Brittany, North Carolina, 36, a Taurus, real estate developer, no kids, never married. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
The question is, why would a man be lucky to be with me? Because I am it. Period.
Listen, don't make a scene, all right?
I want to talk to that fucking bitch.
Hey, be fucking nice. Don't fuck up in here.
Have you ever wanted to believe in something, even though you knew it couldn't be true? Did you ever want to believe it so bad, you didn't pay attention to what your common sense was telling you?
None of them believe you. And if they were in your face, they would look like this. That's how people will look at you if you were telling them that face to face. Like a real one. Nobody believes you.
That's another huge red flag when a woman can't articulate what makes her a good woman. They get so pissed at that question because they know they're not good women. So they just come up with these stupid catchphrases. I'm the shit. I'm it. I'm the full package, and that's on period. A bunch of nothing. Just a bunch of nothing.
Because I am it. Period. Total package. Always have been.
The results say different. The evidence in your everyday life say different when it comes to a man. If you were the total package and you're it and always have been, then you would be in a 20-year relationship by now. The number one sign you're not it in the total package is you're on the Kendra G show. Women who are it in the total package have those type of results in life. Yeah, so $15 live stream goal. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, nothing has been met. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat.
Because I am it. Period. Total package. Always have been. You can't go wrong.
What makes you the total package?
I'm very understanding, very giving, very caring. Girl, them comments is running, honey. I wish I could read some of them. But but you know, from the foundation of it all, I'm gonna care for a person.
That was very telling right there. In the middle of saying why she's a good option for a man, out of the blue, she stopped talking about why she would be a good option for a man to talk about how fast the comments were running and how she wished she could read some of them. Never date a woman who was that invested in what other people are talking about and that invested in looking at social media. You a damn fool if you with a woman who can't put her phone down for 4 hours at night.
I wish I could read some of them. But but you know, from the foundation of it all, I'm gonna care for a person regardless. I'm gonna care for a person. I'm gonna care for you and yours. So if you and yours is you and your homegirl, you and your it's a family. So I'm gonna care for whatever yours is. Um, if you ain't got it, we gonna get it together. Hope hopefully you got something. But if you don't have where you wanna be in life, we're gonna identify what that is and then and grow. And I'm gonna make sure you're healthy because you know you gotta live. So I'm gonna take care of the main things of that being and myself as well.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay, Brittany. That's why I said, what do you mean work on being confident? You definitely are confident. All right, let's do it. What's the age range you would date? You're 36. What's the age
Yeah.
range? Oh, you told me. You did tell me, actually. So don't worry about that. All right, Brittany, North Carolina, 36 tourist, real estate developer, no kids, never married. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
No, ma'am.
All right, you that prepared and you not ready, girl? Well, all you can do is share is the contact information on the dating app. So download the. Let me show it to you. I have another paid question for you too, but I thought you would be prepared. You came across very, very prepared, but you're not that prepared after all.
What? So I didn't know there was a next step. Kendra,
Well,
when you
all
first started, I didn't know nothing about the app. I'm sorry.
You just watched the other show. I didn't talk about the app on the show.
Yes, you did.
Okay,
Yes,
so you did know about it because you just left that show.
Yes, you did.
Now exposed as a liar and a bullshit artist. But we already knew that the first 10 seconds because you lied about your age. So yeah, I'm out. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. I'll see y'all tomorrow night between 7 and 8 p.m. Central Time. Follow me on Rumble. I can get kicked off YouTube any day now. Link in the description. Check out merch. Link in the description and join the membership. Link in the description for exclusive live streams every week. Remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Ever. Good night, folks.